with that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the live stream brought to you by Avaani Real Estate.
Not working.
We're back.
Not working.
We're back live. We were out due to a little bit of a technical delay. Always a bit of a challenge broadcasting some of these games from remote locations, but we're trying our best. Thanks to all the individuals who've been streaming. We're streaming and we're back live.
The sound coming.
We were out due to a little bit of a technical delay. Always a bit of a challenge broadcasting some of these games from remote locations, but we're trying our best. To all the individuals who've been streaming. And it's on now. We're back.
Tell me how much your phone.
Oh, in the car? Still in the car?
No, I have a portable power bank. I wanted to see how much if it charges it up completely since you left. $194 was it, or $197? They have to beat. I recall. Did it show it?
So apparently
You guys bat the usual over 200, but then the lights go out. That's not really fair at 9 o'clock. They should have the council extend it to 10. Because they got the advantage on the toss.
I think the fact about light is just made up stuff.
You guys bat the usual over 200, but then the lights go out. That's not really fair. Is that me?
Yeah.
Before or now?
Nah.
Oh, it worked.
Yeah.
Whatever
It's
we are
working.
talking is live.
Okay.
It's on. So if we want to use it as usual, it's on, but no pressure.
Jack back here as commentator. We had some technical difficulties. Run count right now is 52. And Avaani's got to get 196 to win. So really have to step it up here as you overheard our conversation. The lights will go out at 9 o'clock. So that's not, really fair that one team gets the bat first and gets to get their overs and their bowls, and then the lights go out for Avaani at 9 o'clock. Okay, a little hesitation here in the game.
Thank you very much for the charge.
Yeah, the outfielders here, OWS, I got to give them credit. They're really quick. They're really putting the energy and effort in. Not that Avaani wasn't, but these guys seem to be pretty quick runners to get to the balls quickly. All right, that one bounced, that delivery bounced over the batter.
No, do you have light? You have? My God, boy, he has everything.
I was pretty sure he would have
Yep.
You ask him
Yeah.
anything, he has.
Okay, we're back on live, folks. So Avaani's got a task here. This bowler's doing pretty good. Swing and a miss, and he caught it, and he's out. He's out. The Owls are celebrating here.
That was a well-directed bouncer. Did not give him any room to smack it. It was just so close to the body, he got cramped. And that just nicked off his gloves and will go straight to the hands of the keeper. But thank you, Jack, for the commentary and bringing the American baseball insight into cricket. Very much of the technical gameplay that you relay, which can be really, really valuable for anybody who wants to up their game and find the actual technique that's required to be able to be a effective player.
D-Pace, it's all about technique, all about timing, and in my many years of sports, a variety of sports, biomechanics, and that's human movement, how people move in terms of their gait, their positioning, stances. Same in a lot of sports as with tennis, for example. You know, in the old days, you used to get side on to hit the ball hard on the forehand and backhand. And as the ball got faster and faster, you use more of an open stance or three-quarter open stance because the ball's coming so fast, you don't have the time to turn around to the side. Same thing in cricket. Same thing in cricket. You know, the stance is very important, whether you load on the front foot to block the ball, and or you load on the back like American baseball, and that's how these guys get home runs and sixes here, by loading on that back foot. And sometimes you have to be very aggressive. If a spinner's throwing a ball and it's going to go in towards your body, then step away and hit it or chase it. Even in American baseball, sometimes the good hitters will chase a ball if it's at the level in the hitting zone.
Exactly. For somebody like me, technique is an absolute god, because that allows anybody to dream. That gives you the map to program your work around and program the result that you want. Because many times when you are following some of the aspects in your life, sometimes the talent, the natural talent, and favoritism and all that sort of stuff can come into play. But when it's the technique, when you tend to unpack the work of the aspect that you mentioned, Jack, about the biomechanics, that opens up the opportunity for everybody there. And therefore, technique for me is paramount. It is the basis which opens up the fundamental aspect of human rights, equality for everybody, and that's technique. Because if you're good at it, you can execute those things on the field and get the result for yourself. And it doesn't favor somebody over random other individual. It's all about how much work that you put, how much of awareness that you've done in your homework. It all reflects on the field. And thank you so much for highlighting those aspects for our viewers.
Very important, the technique and the training. Very important.
Sorry, while I was giving this speech,
Yep.
burnt this. I'll get the last.
Yeah, the technique, the training, very important. And as we say, as a coach, we would say, perfect practice makes perfect. In the old days, it might have been practice makes perfect, but now it has to be perfect practice makes perfect. And I've been watching soccer, played soccer for many years, and could have gone pro, but unfortunately I was born too late. $30,000 in my days, I would be making $30 million as a fullback and halfback. And footwork, very critical. Agility in soccer, as we know, we got the Cup coming up, and deep breaths.
Yeah, definitely footwork. A lot of the times when you're watching these cricket on the platforms like, you know, the well-established platforms, they want to glamorize the game. So the cameraman actually chases the ball rather than allowing viewers to see the follow-through of the batsman. And most of that in cricket is all about balance. There's that explosion that's required, but how balanced are you throughout that explosion is all about making sure that the base is quite strong. It allows you to explode through those powerful hamstring, but you stay balanced. And one of the advantages of having that balance means your head is on the ball. It's not deviating from the line of the ball, and you see that line, and it's better the less data you get when your head is not moving around. And therefore you can execute and identify the line and length of the ball and explode.
Very important to be relaxed as well. You can't be uptight and tense. You got to be very relaxed in any sport. One thing I noticed in soccer, I was talking to a friend of mine who was a Hungarian national player for the Hungarian team, as we both noticed that in soccer and some sports, the technique is missing. Now, I don't know if other people feel that or if they've noticed that. A lot of passing in soccer. I think there's too much passing in soccer. In our days, we were really very good by comparison with some of the players we see today. It's just that it's missing technique, and technique is, as you were saying, Deepas, critical.
Right. Haven't been able to spend a lot of time watching soccer and the fundamentals of it, but great players like Ronaldo, Messi comes into my mind in English Premier League and stuff like that, but not so much into the technicality of being a soccer player.
But there's tactics and strategies, all applicable in every sport. Your strategies, very important. Your tactics, whether you're a batsman or a bowler or a fielder.
Definitely, and one of the popularity for cricket in communities is most of the times it's passive. So a lot of the individuals get to be part of the game, 11 players at a time, only one person exploding. But the thing is, it requires you to be athletic. When it's your moment, you cannot make the mistake, because otherwise you could cost the game for all the other 10 individuals playing for your team. And as we speak about this, we can take a better example of whatever we've mentioned so far about biomechanics on that shot by Jihad. Absolutely beautiful timing on that ball. Didn't try to overhit that, maintained his balance. And most of the times what I see batsmen doing in community level, or even somebody who's trying to learn this game, is trying to reach for the ball. And when you do that, you're leaning too much towards the ball and you've lost your balance. Now you don't have the base from where you can explode and capitalize on that ball.
Well, what some of the American baseball players do, and I used to do it myself, is chase the ball, but you take a quick hop, just a quick hop step, and maintain your balance ratio of 60-40, 60 on the back, 40 on the front, and then take your body forward and follow through your swing. And the most important thing is the follow through. But I give credit to the batsman here because, like I was saying, the baseball bat's about 2 pounds, and here we're talking about 2.5, 2.9, 210. And, I find that, that's a heavy acceleration requirement. You really got to have some muscle behind that. So there might be a tendency maybe to, would you say, for some bowlers to be more blockers on the front foot and others on the back foot who are the sluggers and hit the ball for 4s and 6s?
Yeah, definitely the interplay between the front foot and back foot, and especially having streamed some games, and I get to see that from the screen here, which gives you sometimes a better insight about what's happening on the field. There are definitely different sorts of play, different strength of individuals. Umar is one of them. He is good at his front foot and back foot both. So still, being an avid learner of the technique and biomechanics myself, Jack, I haven't still figured it out what it is about the back foot and front foot. I can definitely tell a shot when it's played, what leg it was, what leg the player used, what sort of the biomechanics of it. But in the real time, how does that player determine that is something that I'm still curious about and trying to explore more and more as I'm being active part of the tournaments and games around communities.
Well, that's where perfect practice comes in, where you go out and you practice and experiment. Really, there's no textbook on this. Everyone's different. Everyone has a different gait, a different body build, everything. So you got to find out what works for you. If a coach is going to coach you and force you, for example, when I used to play tennis and got some coaching before I coached for 22 years myself and played tennis and won my share of championships in doubles and singles, I had a lady, very nice, she was number 18 tennis coach, and she forced me to use two-handed backhand. I was like Roger Federer, one-handed backhand. My favorite idol in Australia was Ken Rosewall. I met Kenny, you know, and they used to call him Muscles. Oh, we're getting a little bit of rain here.
Thank you for highlighting that. I was noticing that, so we will have to organize this setup in a different way possible, and that might hinder the stream at the moment. So I would like to apologize to our viewers. We might have to take this setup elsewhere.
Is that going to be something that we'll get into a rain out where it's is it DPR? It's the run count will make a difference on who wins tonight?
It's yeah, it's something called DLS, something that I haven't even had my head around, but I'll have to reset this because the powering is a little bit more at the moment.
Yeah, starting a little bit drizzle, getting a little bit heavier, and maybe the match may have to be finished. And the DLS, which looks at in terms of the runs they average over a series of games to determine that whether or not tonight they will win or not.
अब ल्यापटप पुरै भिसिसक्यो तिम्रो